name is Rachel, and today I'm going to tell you the books that I'm hoping to read in the month of March. So last month in February, I managed to read 14 books in 28 days, and obviously we have more days in March, and I have spring break as well, so I'm definitely going to be aiming for 15. So here are the 15 books that I'm hoping to get to by the end of the month. So first up are my new release videos. As you know, if you've been watching my channel, I'm trying to read one new release every week to tell you about in my new release videos. So the first book that I read, which I've actually already completed this month, is The Roanoke Girls by Amy Engel. That came out this Tuesday, March 7th, I think it was. The second book, which I'm planning to read for next week, is Beauty of the Beast by Rachel L. Demeter. This is obviously a Beauty and the Beast telling, which I'm so excited for the movie to come out. I just thought this would be a perfect read, so I'm super excited about that one. Next up is one I don't know too much about, but I have an arc of it, and I'm going to be reading it for the third week in March, and that is The Devil and Webster by Jean Hanff Corlitz. Sorry if I butchered your name. And then the last one, similarly, I have an arc, but I don't know too much about this other than they just had a pretty successful book last year come out, and this one is called The Night Mark by TIFFANY, REISZ, I believe. So those are the 4 new releases I'm going to be reading. I also wanted to start reading more books that I own. I'm going to try to pick out some books that have been on my shelf the longest, as well as probably the shortest amount of time, as I read books that I own each month from now on. So I'm starting out with one that has been on my shelf for as long as I can remember, and that is Crooked Hearts by Robert Boswell. I don't even remember what this one's about anymore, but it's been on there forever, so I'm going to read it this month. One I just bought was Bodyguard by Jessica Linden. This is one of the James Patterson book shots, so this will be no problem to get through it. But I just hauled this one in my last book haul, so I'm excited to get to that one. I'm also going to read Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. I've had this, again, forever. I think I have like the first edition that came out from like MTV way back in the day, and I still haven't read it yet, so we're gonna put that on the list for this month. Next up is one I just bought today, and that is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. I've heard so many good things about this, and I'm so excited to give it a read. And last up is another one I've owned for a while, and that is The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. I also have a few books that I need to get to this month because of goals or obligations or what have you, so I'm gonna be reading Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. This is with my high school book club students. It's our book pick for the month. And I'm also going to be reading Harry Potter book 3, which is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban by J.K. Rowling, because each month I'm going to be reading one of the Harry Potter books until I finish them all, and then I'm going to start doing the movies so that I can get them all done by the time I go to Harry Potter World at the end of this year. So book 3 is on my list for this month. I also am going to, kind of a goal I set for myself after the new year and after I set my resolutions, I picked up this book called Books for Living, and I think it's by Will Schwabe or something like that, and he mentions several books throughout the book, so I decided that I want to read along with the book. So the first chapter is about a book called The Importance of Living by Lin Yutang, so I'm going to be reading that book this month, as well as the corresponding chapter in Books to Live By. And then I have 3 books out from the library right now that I want to get done this month, and that is firstly Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough, which I'm currently reading. I also want to read Saints and Thieves by Natalie C. Anderson. I'm so excited for this one. I can't wait to pick it up. And lastly is Paper Princess by Erin Watt, which I've heard a lot about. So those are the 15 books that I'm hoping to get to in the month of March, and with any luck, especially with spring break, I'll get even more done. So hopefully I will have checked all these off by the end of the month, but, you know, keep me to that. Hold me accountable, people, because I tend not to stick to my TBR. So I'm going to try my very best, but, you know, by the end of the month, my wrap-up's probably going to have completely different books in it, if I'm going to be honest. But for now, these are the books that I plan to read. I'd love to know down below the books you are looking forward to in the month of March. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you again with another video next week. Bye for now.